back again.
We're back again. It's been a while since we posted a long video. Today we're transplanting a whole bunch of stuff. So we've got, here's our very high-tech fancy garden plan. So we're going to be transplanting our tomatoes, all of our peppers in these 2 beds, and then we're also going to be direct sowing Roma 2s, beans, cucumbers, loofah, what else? Oh, our squash, all our squash, our patapans, our butternuts, our yellow straightneck, and our zucchini. And then I think some flowers too. Oh, eggplant. We have our eggplants we got to get in too. But yeah, that's about it. Everything's looking really good though out here right now. Let me show you how our corn is looking. And then our in-ground potatoes, they're doing pretty good. Our potatoes that Michael planted in the raised beds are thriving. They're huge right now. We have some diatomaceous earth on these. They're starting to get some flowers on them. But cool, we're in the middle of a drought right now. We may or may not get a sprinkling of rain this evening. The percentage of the chance of rain keeps decreasing now. But our pond is done too, so we've got that connected to the well, and we put a bunch of grass seed and hay down 2 weeks ago, and so some of it's starting to come up here too. The pond is super low, but it's still holding water pretty good despite the drought. I don't think it's rained here almost in 2 months, but it'd be higher if we didn't have to break the dam. But that's all good. Let me show you guys everything else. Our cabbages are good. Look at this Chinese cabbage. This is our first time growing Chinese cabbage. And then we don't know what happened to this guy. I think we're gonna pull this today. I don't remember if this is a broccoli or a Brussels sprout. Our other cabbage are doing well. They're getting little heads on them. And then here's 2 more Chinese cabbage. And our red cabbage. We noticed our red cabbage hasn't been getting eaten up that much by the bugs. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that before. And then our onions are getting huge. And let me see if I can find one. You can start to see, I gotta weed a little bit more in here. I think there's one down here you can see really well. It's starting to pop up a bit. Getting that bug off there. And that. Yeah, and then the garlic too. We should be about ready to pick these pretty soon. So they're all doing great. These onions over here are 2. I believe these are white ones. And then our potatoes. But yeah, busy day today. Huh? Yep. Michael's just over there right now. Sorry, my nose is running so much. It was cold when we first got out here this morning, and now it's getting warm. So these are all our Amish paste right now. And that's what he's going and transplanting our soil blocks.
So we're just going about a couple feet away, dig a deep hole.
Yeah. And we want to, because they're kind of leggy.
Try to dig a hole deep as we can.
Yeah.
Try to bury it deep as we can.
So
taking off the bottom leaves.
Yep.
And we're dropping some of this in the hole. This has ammonium nitrate, urea nitrogen, phosphorus, and potash, calcium, sulfur. Kind of got everything all in one.
And these ones, I think all the way up to here, so you can tell these ones are, oops, I dropped the paper. These ones are a little bit bigger. I transplanted these last week. These were the ones we started from seed back in February, and we started our seed, I think, too early this year. So we actually lost a bunch and we had to restart seed, and that's what these tomatoes are. This one has Romas and Cherokee Purples, and then that one is a whole flat of Amish paste. But I went ahead and transplanted these guys last week, and they perked up and are doing quite nice. And then our peppers are great. I've actually got some cayenne peppers on here already, which I think we're gonna get these pulled off. And the same with the flowers, just go ahead and pull them off now so the energy goes back into the root system so they get a little bit bigger.
Where do you want to plant the eggplant at? On the end here?
I think we should put the eggplant on this side. And then I've got spicy peppers, our bell peppers, pepperoncini, and our tame jalapenos. And we've got some bell peppers too. We're gonna pull those though. That way these don't get stunted. But the peppers are doing great. And we started these back in February, and they're like super sturdy and strong. There's a lot of bugs out already.
Kind of going in.
He's going in, boys and girls. So we got all our Amish paste in, and this is a 4-foot by 32-foot bed. So we've got them here, and then these are 4 by 16, and then we've got all the Amish paste there. Michael is now working on our Romas. We're growing Romas and Amish paste, so they're both paste tomatoes, which paste tomatoes are really good for making sauces and salsas because they don't have a high water content. We're doing Amish paste and Romas. We've never grown them before. And we're doing 2 different types to see which ones I think do better for us. We have a feeling the Amish paste are gonna do better. We've heard a lot of good things about the Amish paste. And then we've got Cherokee Purples too, which we have. How many Amish paste do we have? Like 40? Which is a lot, to be honest. And then I think about 20 Romas and 20 Cherokee Purples. And our Cherokee Purple is a slicing tomato, and that's the only slicing tomato we're gonna grow. Last year we did just a whole bunch of cherry tomatoes, but we had a bunch of old seed that we ordered, and we didn't really plan out our garden that much last year for things we wanted to can and save and preserve. And this pigweed, man, I don't know if you guys have pigweed. It sucks. And dog fennel, which is now creeping in our beds. We gotta get rid of this quick.
Battle with the bugs.
And then I think in these beds back here on our plant, let me go look. We're going to be planting tomatoes in these the back half of these too. Look at all this dog fennel growing around here too. I don't know if anyone's battled with dog fennel before. It started coming up last year. It took over the sides of our driveway, but now it's creeping on in. So that's kind of annoying. Dang, look at that one. Let's pull that up. I'm gonna put, I don't know if you can see it, a trellis here, and that's where I'm gonna put our butternut, and then we're gonna put our patapans on the other side too. And then this one here, I think we're gonna go ahead and get our okra put in here. We planted okra last year, which we love okra. And we planted it, our garden was behind the house. If you guys remember, we planted our okra last year in ground, and it did better towards the back half, but last summer was a really wet summer for us. And so we kept getting this like weird mold mildewy on our blooms on the okra. And so we didn't get to harvest. I mean, we had a decent amount, right? We froze a bunch of it and made some pickled okra, but we didn't get as much as we wanted. So this year we're gonna try to do it in this raised bed.
About time to put a trellis in.
Can you dig a hole?
What do you mean?
I got it disconnected.
Yeah, so I'm doing now. How big is it? No, it's not too big. Let me put some food in there.
It's healthy too.
Yeah. That's gonna help with blossom in right. With the calcium, as long as we keep the water to it.
Mm-hmm.
That bring it right up on it.
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to bury it.
Bring it closer.
How dry the soil is.
I don't even think you need a stake on that one. It's pretty hardy.
Yeah.
Some of them you don't need one. How many more you got?
3.
How many Cherokee purples?
12.
Oh my God. I don't know if this
Well,
is
there
enough
might be
space.
9 or 10. Well, there's nothing that's going to be in front of here.
We might just stop it short then. Maybe just plant the tomato there.
No, because I can run it.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll run.
And then come back down this side with more.
Just put... Yeah. If there's... Well, there's...
You might be better off to go with some
Well, let's just
some
see
Romas, because Romas only get 4 foot. So I won't shade them out 4 or 5 foot.
Yeah.
I think that might be the best way to do it. So what we could do, yeah, and plant the Romas and see how many we got. You could probably maybe come down the front side here with Romas.
Yeah.
So we got our white patapans planted, butternut. We're on a trellis, and we'll do the green patapans. This is what we got, 18 to 24 inches inside. They harvest pretty, days of harvest, 50 days. These are the Bennings green Tint patapans. Introduced in 1914, heavy yielding patapan squash, starts out pale green, matures with the white finish. So we'll come along and put them in. Butternut. So there are butternuts here, so we'll start probably right there. We'll do boom, boom. I'm just trying to basically following the soaker hose. You don't have to be perfect as long as it gets the job done. So we'll do kind of the same thing. 1, 2. One, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Summer squash dark star zucchini, and the summer squash early prolific straightneck. Spacing on these is about probably the same, 18 to 24, 47 days to harvest and 55 days to harvest. 6, 7, 2 seeds if we can. Try to space them out a little bit, that way when you have to take one out, you won't disrupt the whole plant. The seed kind of looks funny there. But it grows really well, that's why I don't really complain too much about it. Stuff's better than the Miracle Grow dirt you can buy at the store. So I don't really complain as long as it's growing our stuff. So that's it. So recap: butternut, we're gonna do a trellis. Green tint patty pans, white patty pans. Roma 2s, Amish paste tomatoes. Zucchini, early prolific yellow squash along the front. Okra, 3 types: Clemson spineless, orange okra, and the Burmese okra. Amish paste, all sorts of peppers. Cherokee purples, Romas, all sorts of peppers. Potatoes, Kennebecks, Yukon Golds, Yukon Gold. Onions, cabbage, broccoli, cabbage. Did I say that? Yeah, I think I did. Red cabbage. Dill. I'm gonna do a trellis here. I'm gonna put Japanese cucumbers and another variety of cucumbers here. Inside of the greenhouse we have eggplants.
Yeah.
Is the rain still here?
Yep. Uh-oh.